What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? It's your boy Noname back at it with another New York Giants video. Now today, obviously, by the title and by the thumbnail as usual, you guys can tell that this is a Giants versus Patriots preview, man. I'm more excited for this game than I should be, given how the Giants just performed against the Vikings and given who the Patriots are, but I am excited. And real quick, I want to say, if there is going to be an echo in the sound quality of this video, I apologize. I'm recording in quite a big room right now. I'm actually at my college recording, but I had some time and I wasn't going to have any other time during the day to do it, so I'm like, why not do it now? I'll try to eliminate the echo a little bit, but if it's there, guys, bear with me. Sorry, it's only going to be for this video. Also, another thing I wanted to get out of the way real quick, clarifying what I said in my Vikings recap / reaction. Guys, I know it's a transition year. For those of you that have been subscribed to me since the beginning, for those of you that have been rocking with me for a long time, y'all know that I've been touting this since the beginning of the season, since before the season even began. I've been said that this is a transition year, it's year 2 in a rebuild. You know, you can't expect too much from a very young and inexperienced team. Most likely we're going 7 wins, all that. I've said these things, but I guess it probably didn't come across clear enough in the video. What I was really bashing was the coaching. Yeah, we're transitioning and we're rebuilding, but it doesn't excuse terrible coaching, bad play calling, bad coaching decisions. You know, I'm talking about challenges. I'm talking about the diversity of the plays you run on both the offense and defensive side, not making adjustments, all of that. That's bad coaching, and that shouldn't be excused because we're in transition year. That, if anything, the one thing you can look to and say that we're good at within a transition year should be your coaching staff, so that you know you're moving in a good direction with them. But I have yet to see that from Pat Shurmur and James Bettcher to believe in them. I do not believe in them right now. And I haven't believed in them in a long time, probably since they first got here. I mean, James Bettcher is more recent, but Pat Shurmur has been inconsistent and bad at play calling for the Giants for the past 2 years. James Bettcher more so this year. Too many zone reads, too many coverages that are 10 yards off the receiver, just allowing teams to run curl routes and cut down on us with all the short passing and whatnot. I mean, that's how the Vikings really won. But enough about that for now. Let's jump into this Giants versus Patriots preview. And to be honest, guys, oh man, I would love to come on here and say, yo, Giants about to smack the Patriots upside the head like they've done the past couple of times they've met. You know, about to punch them in the mouth and get a win like they've done the 2 times they met in the Super Bowl and whatnot. I would love to say that. I would love to say Giants are going to come in here, upset the Patriots, and be out. But I can't. I really can't. I mean, of course there's the bad juju reason. Whenever I pick the Giants to win the game, they just lose horribly. But the more realistic reason is the Patriots are probably the best team in the NFL right now. Most definitely the best defense in the NFL. I mean, before the season started, I thought they were going to be a good defense just because, you know, you got Belichick back there coaching it up. Last year they looked really good and they made a few adjustments in the offseason. And in general, they were moving in a, improvement direction. But nobody thought they would be the best defense in the NFL. Given, let's take it with, a grain of salt. The teams they faced so far: a bad Steelers team, the worst team in the league in the Dolphins, a bad Jets team without Sam Darnold, their only good opponent being the Bills, and then the Redskins. Yeah, they haven't faced any real teams yet, but they're still you guys know when they go up against those real teams, they're gonna still give them hell. They're just gonna still come out with a win. Not to say that the Giants are a good team right now, because it's quite the opposite. No. We're dealing with so many injuries. And as I am always, you guys know this, I'm always on Kid Blue's podcast every Tuesday night. For those of you that don't know him, go over to Kid Blue. He's another Giants YouTuber, one of the best ones out there. Always does a call-in show on Tuesdays. I try to get my call-in. I was in there and we were talking, and I mentioned to him the Giants for the past 3 years have been top 5 in injuries since 2017. You know what I'm saying? 2017, we lost our entire receiving core. Last year, we had injuries just basically all over the field. And this year, it's a mixture of the receiving core and the defense. And we're going in here missing a lot of stars on defense. Not sure if Tay Davis is coming back. Alec Ogletree, not sure when he's coming back. We're down to, as I've said a million times now, third string guys on our linebacking core. Lorenzo Carter. Actually, let me check for Zoe Carter because he might be back this game. I mean, right now there's nothing out on Zoe Carter, and I'm reading an article on the New York Poster that says they are expecting Ogletree and Davis back, but no confirmation yet. And even with Carter, I mean, he hasn't had the year that we have expected him to have, and it's not like we expected him to have a 10-sack season, but he's just been, ineffective to say the least when he's on the field. So maybe that's not even that much of a difference. Marcus Golden has been our only real bright spot on that defense. One of the best pickups Gettleman has had and Fetcher has had since they both got here. I'm loving to pick up a Marcus Golden. Same thing with Jabril Peppers. He's playing his absolute heart out. Dude is definitely our best defensive back on the team, hands down. He's really a nice hybrid safety. He can cover well and can tackle well, stop the run well. Defensive line looks good, all that, but sticking with the injuries, Sterling Shepard, he's going to be out a couple weeks with another concussion, his second concussion in 4 weeks, and I am genuinely worried for Sterling Shepard for his health. I hope that they give him like 6 weeks off at the very least. If he needs to, give him the entire season off, put him on IR, because that's a human being there. You know what I mean? Forget that he's your best receiver. Forget that, he's like a homegrown New York Giant. He's that guy. He's Sterling Shepard. He's a human being. And second concussion in 4 weeks. These are serious things in the game of football. Let him rest. Let him stay away from the game for a while. Let him get his mind right. Let him just get everything good, you know what I'm saying? Because concussions are probably the most dangerous thing that you could get in football, especially when they happen this often. I'm pretty sure we're also going to be missing Evan Ingram. He's out with a sprained MCL. Hopefully nothing too serious there, but once again, just like Shepard, let him sit, and Barkley is not going to be back for the Patriots game. So, we're missing our three main weapons on offense, and on that running back position, very similar to the linebacking core, we're down to third string guys, and I'm still confused as to why we didn't pick up any veterans off of waivers, because you got guys like Jay Ajayi out there that we could have signed to a 1-year vet minimum deal. Let him come in, let him play for us for those couple of games. We got guys like Brandon Marshall out there, let him come in, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why we aren't picking up these guys and we're rolling out there with the people that we're rolling out with. And maybe Gettleman looks at it like, hey, it's already a lost season, but you can never look at the season that way. You know what I mean? You always go out there, you always try your best, you always put your best foot forward, put your best game out there. And at least on the front office side of things, I don't know what the plan is, but we could have definitely done something with the injuries on the running back and the linebacking core side. Now then, I also expected them to sign back Benny Fowler, given that we're dealing with so many wide receiver injuries. As of right now, nothing has happened, and they're not going to do it at this point because we're playing a Thursday night game against the Patriots. And with so many things stacked against us, they would have already done it by now, but it hasn't been done. So, I mean, we'll roll out there with Golden Tate as our number one. He'll be getting a lot of touches as he wanted, and I never took his comments after the Viking games as a slight or anything negative. I kind of agree with him. We definitely didn't use him as we should, and now he's going to get a little bit more time to shine. Jones's weapons this week is going to be Tate, Slayton, John Hillman at running back, Elijah Penny backing him up, who's a fullback, Rhett Ellison at starting tight end, who is good. Ellison is good, you know what I mean? But this is a game where you definitely would have want Ingram. Cody Latimer as our third receiver, Garrett Dickerson backing up Ellison, and Cody Core behind Latimer. Very reminiscent of week 2 against the Bills, I think, when we had like no receivers and it was like a decimated squad basically. But this time it's even worse because it's on both sides of the ball. And the Patriots are coming in here red hot, undefeated. One of the 2 only undefeated teams in the NFL. They look really good. Their defense is absolutely impressive. Their offense, that's where the things slow down a bit, but even still, they're undefeated for a reason. Brady hasn't looked good. He has not looked good at all this season, I'll be honest with you guys. And Josh Gordon out there hasn't looked good either. He looks a bit slower. Dare I say he looks a bit fat. But maybe that's just him getting back into game shape. Maybe by mid-season, they'll both be the Brady and Gordon that we all know and love. if you want to call it that. Edelman looks alright, but it's definitely on the offensive side of balls where if we want to challenge these guys, we're going to have success. Stop the run and stop the passing game through James White. Because when they have James White out there, they almost always pass. When they got Sony Michel out there, they almost always run. So attack through those guys. They can be a predictable offense, especially when Brady is playing bad. You know what I mean? When Brady is playing good, they're better, but they're still predictable with him because he almost never throws outside the numbers. He always throws to the middle of the field. So look out for that. But he's playing bad right now. So attack their offense through keeping your eyes on James White and on Sony Michel. You know, stop one part of their offense and then they'll become even more one-dimensional and they'll just try to pass it through Julian Edelman because like I said, Josh Gordon ain't looking good right now. But in terms of a game plan, that would be it for our defense. And I'm not looking much from our players this week because we're such a decimated squad. If we can make it any type of challenging game, I will be happy, I will be proud. Of course, I'm rooting for them to go out there and win, but I'm not going to try and pull the wool over y'all eyes. I'm going to be realistic. That's why I'm like, if we could make it a challenge, I'll be happy. Make it a challenge, stuff the run through Sony Michel, stuff the passing game in the backfield through James White. On our offensive side, that offensive line needs to improve. Nate Solder, you have played really, really bad. You know, I don't want to say trash because you have had your moments. You know, the offensive line in general has had their moments where they've looked amazing against good defenses like Dallas and the Bills. But it seems like since the Buccaneers game that they've sort of lost their mojo or something. I need you guys to play like it's week 1 and week 2 again. You know what I mean? Because we've seen it from the offensive line in those weeks where they look like a top 10 line. And since Buccaneers game, they've looked a lot like the offensive lines of the past, of 2018, 2017, 2015, all that stuff. So Nate Solder, please, I'm going to need you to go out there and play your best game. We can always count on Will Hernandez to have a good game, but we could always count on him to have a stupid flag. Will Hernandez, please do not have a stupid flag. John Jalapeno has been average. Kevin Zeitler, best offensive lineman on the team, has been the best offensive lineman on the team, always doing his job. And Mike Remmers, I need you to not be a revolving door. You've played really well, but similarly to Solder, as the Lions play in general has dropped, so has yours. So I'm going to just need to have good protection for Daniel Jones out there, guys. We can't have him taking too many sacks. Yes, I love to see that the kid is tough and all that, but you don't want him to get shot drunk before he even touches his prime, you know what I'm saying? Protect him, and we can probably move the ball through the air a little bit, because even though I'm expecting them and I want them to run the ball a lot of carries, I'm not expecting a lot of scrimmage yards from the backfield, you know? But that's what I got for y'all in my preview for Giants versus Patriots. I'll be watching this. I will be cheering with bells and whistles on for them to win. It will be amazing for us to cause an upset, man. It will be so amazing. This Giants team will do so much for us. But it's just improbable. It's not impossible, but improbable. And us as Giants fans, when facing the Patriots, y'all know we love the word improbable. So who knows what can happen? You know what I'm saying? The most improbable Super Bowl win ever was Giants over Patriots, Super Bowl 42. So we'll see what happens, y'all. We'll see what happens. And it's not going to be the end of the world if we lose this game because we got the Cardinals after. That is, I got no problem being Cardinals. That's going to be an easy win. And then we'll see what goes from there. But that's what I got for y'all Giants fans. Let me know what you all think. Do you guys agree with me? Are you also looking for improvement in the coaching? I maybe didn't touch on that as much as I wanted to, but I will be looking for improvement in the coaching because that was what really disappointed me last week. And I'll be looking for something on the defensive side to see if they can make this Patriots team one-dimensional. Post your comments down below. I love chatting with y'all. You guys always have something great and meaningful to say. Like this video. It helps me out a lot. It lets YouTube know that people actually want to see more of this, and it's in the YouTube algorithm. They recommend it to a lot more people. And subscribe. You know, it helps me out a lot. Thanks, guys. I'm out. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Put your comments down below. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Until next time, I'm out.